Hi, this is KV and this is the moon phase report for the full moon on March 27, 2013, and this is the reading for Taurus. Okay, so what's going on? Okay, you're very pulled back right now. So right now your energies are very much naturally going inward. You're going to be really kind of tired. It's going to be hard to make things happen right now. But really the whole point of this is, and it will be continuing, I'll be talking about it too on the new moon in 2 weeks, but there's really just a big need for you to pull back and slow down and really kind of like connect with spirit to, ow, pain in my back. I wonder if your back's hurting. My body tends to give me things when something's going on. You might be having some back pain. That might even be making you slow down to make you connect more with spirit and with your downtime. There's a need for you to kind of separate a bit from the material plane to focus more on this other way of feeling satisfaction with life. So there can be an element of the material is weighing you down right now, and like it's keeping you from just trusting and staying silent and, you know, not acting right now, knowing that there's not really a need for you to go out and do so much. There's more a need for you to pull back and just see what's going on and feel it out and learn to trust that it's all happening exactly as it should right now in these moments. So there's going to be a lot of energy and emphasis right now on, oh, okay, yeah. So, oh, okay. So, okay, wait, 1, 2, all right, so one of the things too that your reason you're being pulled back, and gosh, my back is like sharp pains all of a sudden, like the sciatica. I'm like, ow, I don't have sciatica pain. What is this? So, go away. I'm so in the Taurus thing. There must be something with your back going on. If there is, no, it's okay. You know, it's something moving through you, if that's what's going on. But so, you know, I think that does make sense, because also these energies right now are so focused into, one of the reasons you're pulling back is because there can be some changes you're going to be making that are relating to your service to others. There can be healing needing to be going on too, and that could be something with this pain I was just feeling. But so like your energies are really kind of wanting to figure out like what more you can do to give back and be there for people and feel fulfilled and feel like life is valuable because what you're doing. You know, it's like even with me, like I work so much, like I don't even stop. Like it's just like I'm not even interested in anything else in life. I just want to keep working, which that's so not me at all, or at least how I used to be. Like, but it's like when it's the right thing, you have total energy to just keep going and going. And when you're doing something like I'm doing that like so gives back, you know, people like the comments I get and the messages I get, and people mail me things about how much this is changing their life, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like it gives back so much. It brings so much value to other people's lives that I just can keep going and going and going, and I don't want to stop, and like I don't get tired, I just want to work. So you're kind of thinking about something like that, that just like that you feel energized because you're doing it, you know, and like you're like, what is my thing, you know, what is my thing that isn't just this thing that makes money, but this thing that really like, you know, makes me feel like awesome, that I'm helping people and that I'm bringing value to their life, which then brings value to my life. And you know, so that's going to be a lot on your mind. And we're in such a big transformative time with this full moon. Like this will be, I mean, there will be one sits in Cancer and another one in Aries when we have the Aries full moon, when the sun is in Libra. Those two will line up again with this big transformative process we're in. But so this one right now, it's there's something to do with you're wanting to expand your life in a way, maybe feeling like you're in a bit of a box, and wanting to, even thinking things like travel. Travel may have already happened, and that has opened you up to wanting to do more, give more, be more. Because it's like when you go out and see this other stuff, it just does something to your mind, you know. There's something about, you know, going overseas or going to other places that just like expands you in ways. So either you have done it or you're thinking about doing it now. And there's some element of that that is, it's making you, you know, there's things that you're wanting to like communicate about. Like maybe you've learned these things and you want to share them, but you don't know how to do this. Like there's something that has come through that is making you want to like share a message, or share something that's healing related or health related, or even like there's of course going to be making the peace kind of thing that's going on with, you know, not being able to communicate what you've needed to, and really just kind of coming up with the strength to be like, I have every right to share this and to say this and to get my message across. And something about you pulling back is going to help give you this energy to kind of do it and to know, I have to do this, you know. And it's kind of unique how it's tied into your service to others. So that's something right now you are talking about, and it could be a frustrated thing because you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So it's making this frustration, and you just need to trust that, you know, like friction brings growth, you know, and like a lot of times it takes something uncomfortable to make us want to change. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. It's just like you do need to go up some notches. You do need to expand this thing that only you can give because you know it in this particular way. And so yeah, that's just, it's really on your mind right now. It's really on your mind. And it's fair to have it on your mind too. Know that too. It's not like you have to push these thoughts away. But truly, like the more you're speaking about it, the more, you know, the opportunities are going to come for you to have that pathway opened. Like there's the huge possibility that it could come through friends. It could be you sharing this stuff and being honest about it, that friends are the ones who are like, hey, you know, you're really good at that, you're really good at this, you know. So there's messages that are wanting to come through you to kind of calm this state you're in right now of feeling like, you want to go forward, you want to move forward, but you're so being, you know, held back at this time. It's not time yet to move forward on this stuff. It's kind of time to just think about it and let the seeds get planted, you know, because right now you are, I need something more, I need more value, this isn't enough. But what is it? But what is it? Will I ever find out? Am I just going to miss it? And it won't happen, you know? But you're Taurus, you know everything in its own perfect timing. You know that. You're probably feeling more rushed right now than normal. Like you could probably even say, well, I always was trusting. Well, I always was patient. But right now, I'm not. What's going on? So it doesn't feel so good. But just know, settle down and relax. Everything's still happening in its perfect timing. You're about to be having a birthday. This also is something like, well, we always tend to get the most anxious right before our birthday because we do a life scan and kind of say, oh, I didn't do that, I haven't done that, but what have I done? You know, but we're always supposed to kind of go through this death cycle right before our birthday where we do kind of process and go back and think things over. And we can tend to not, we want to move forward, but we can't. So, but it's part of the death cycle, you know. It's like getting old. You slow down, you know. You're not as active. You're not doing as much. But for you, there will be a rebirth. So there's no reason to sweat anything. There's no reason to get antsy. There's no reason to think you have to change something right now. You really just need to chill out lay back, enjoy the view, go lay out in the hammock, and then the energy and the will for you to go forward is coming so soon. You don't need to sweat it. So there's another area that we need to focus on. Okay, yeah. So you're in a, okay, so there is, right now there's a really big doorway that is open for you, and you have to choose to walk through it. You are not going to be pushed through it, and it's not an escalator ride there where you're just going to automatically go through it, but the doorway is into deeper layers of your soul, and it's in like that psychological house cleaning section. So you need to trust in yourself enough to know that it's for your best, that you have to just walk through there and see what you can find, so that you can deal with it head on and kind of transform and restructure what you maybe are finding. And it is things that, you know, the whole theme of this chart anyway is about all these layers that are on top of something that's like a golden nugget. And yours is even more so with this planetary thing. There's something very valuable and awesome in there, but you got to go through all this layers of muck, and a lot of it you may not want to look at. A lot of it may be painful to look at, but it'll definitely be like that pulling a thing off, where it'll hurt a little bit, but then it'll feel so much better. So it's something where you really do need to own that you have to walk through this gate. And it will, for you, you know, we all have these in different ways, but for you, you will be able to own what your thing is as more of an authority, because you choose to walk through this gate and do this job that you know you have to do. And you will know it now because there's a discontent and something's missing and it doesn't feel as awesome as you know it should feel. So by you doing this, what's going to happen is, one thing that's really great is that you are going to be able to have all these opportunities come that are related to bringing more value into your life. So all these things that you are saying, I want more of, will only happen if you go through that gate and accept that you have things that need to be healed, and you're ready to. And you're ready to look closely, you know, so you need to state to the universe that you're ready to heal whatever these wounds are that are keeping you from having as much joy in your life as you would like, and being able to communicate your truth. So by doing that, you'll get to have all these more opportunities to bring value into your life, and also to do some kind of new thing even better with your hands. Your hands are going to come into play with this in some way. And it'll also be related to money. So if you have been wanting to bring in more money, it will come by you walking through that gate, by you making the choice to walk through that gate. So it will, all those layers will kind of come off of you, and there will be this new you that just energetically goes out there and magnetizes new things. And it's going to be related to money, and it's going to be related to feeling valuable for what you provide. So it's pretty awesome. So I encourage you, go through it. I'm the hugest fan of going through those kind of gates. I leap through them, because I just have had enough of them to know this is the greatest opportunity. For some reason, these things are masked by something that's kind of scary and seems horrible. But there's always this amazing reward at the other side. Always, every time, 100% of the time. But if you never choose to go through there, if you never choose to keep it real, if you never choose to look, you just kind of have this life that's neutral. Like you don't feel the highs that you could. You don't feel about what life can be if you don't go through those gates that are offered in our life often. And a lot of times they do come as a death. I can tell you that much. And but then that other side is, oh my So we're going to leave it at that. I will see you back in 2 weeks for the new moon in Aries, and we will still be on a similar path right now, but there will be a little more clarity into it and a little more forward motion. Right now you're still sit tight. Don't worry about it. You're waiting for these things to happen on their own timing, but you really need to be in a receptive state, because if you're in a receptive state, you will feel like, even from my message to you here, what you need to do, and you'll know that's what I need to do. You know, also try journaling too. If you need to help move this stuff out, if you need to see these things that you're not seeing, really just try to channel right, or just be expressive and totally honest in a journal, and you very well could have healing come from that simple act. It works for me all the time. Anytime I'm stressed or freaked out of something, I'm like writing. Okay, angels, what does this mean? Da da da, and then it's just zoom, da, da, da. Oh, oh, I get it. Cool. So, all right, I gots to go. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a beautiful full moon.